guys, my name is Alexis Fernandez with Park City XOXO. Today we are here at Woodward at Park City, Utah at one of their incredible events, the Summer Sender, talking to
Jeremy Jones.
About him and his skater game. So what really got you into skating?
I grew up skating 30 years now, so I saw two long hairs in a rainstorm do an ollie, and that was it. I hooked in, and I don't know, how old was I, 10? 44 now, so 34 years skating. That's it.
That is incredible. So what brings you here to Woodward?
Well, I work for Woodward, for one, and then two, just skating, the snowboarding, the mountain biking. Those are kind of my main things, but just the fact that you can do anything you want here, I think is the sickest. I mean, you have any wheeled sport can come, the mountains opened up year round. That lift runs, 365 all summer long for the bikes, all summer for ski and snowboard. So, it's a hot spot. I don't know how else to, nowhere else that I know of has all of that. I can't do all three of those things anywhere and then get something to eat,
Yeah, I totally agree. This is my number one as well. So when you were first starting out, did you have any heroes in mind?
Yeah, I had lots of heroes, but it came after, I figured out the skateboard first and then started looking into what skateboarding was and then kind of picked my favorites. And, I grew up under Tony Hawk and the Bones Brigade. That was kind of what I was introduced to. And then from there it was mostly street skaters. And the list of those is just hundreds of my favorites. So, it just depends on who's on and who I'm clicked into. So.
That's incredible. So what do you think of the Summer Sender here today?
It's good. I mean, I'm happy about it. The vibe's been really good. Music's playing, DJ's out there spinning, there's dance-offs happening, skate demo was going off, Cheer's out there right now doing a little demo, and that's fun to watch. I don't know much about Cheer, but the moves they do and flips and handspring stuff is all crazy.
So where can we find more information about you?
I mean, I guess just Google Jeremy Jones and you'll kind of see what comes up. There's quite a bit of snowboard stuff, and 30 years of doing it and being in the industry, so you'll just have to sift through it all.
Wow, so I didn't know you went into snowboarding as well. What really caught your attention there?
I don't even know. I started skating, and then I lived here, grew up in Salt Lake, and the winters were cold. Skating hurt really bad, falling on the cold concrete, and so I just took my trucks off, flipped my skateboard around, and drilled tire tubes, like little stirrup straps, and started bombing goalies in the backyard, and then I discovered snowboarding that way. So It was just a means to skate, do something that was similar to skateboarding, and that was it.
Wow, so you really started from scratch. I don't know many people, or really anybody at all, who would really go that far in order to snowboard.
Well, it was just the generation. I'm old. I'm 44. That's, snowboarding is really only 50 years old, so it's not, I was started when it started, basically, and skateboarding's not a whole lot older than that either, so I've just grown up in the early days of it when it was nothing and looked frowned upon almost, and now it's worldwidely accepted, and there's skate parks and there's places like this. And so to see it come from such a small and tiny little core group of people to just the world looking at it, and snowboarding being in the Olympics, skateboarding now going to the Olympics, it's 30 years later, it's pretty cool to see that progression and still being a part of it and working at it, and then being a part of this facility. It's just, it's insane.
Yeah, it does seem really insane. So have you competed in any competitions?
Yeah, a little bit. I used to compete X Games stuff a little bit, but mostly films. I just focused on films. I do a video part every year, and so I worked with film companies, and that was kind of my specialty.
That's incredible. That's actually kind of my specialty as well, with broadcasting. So do you have a YouTube channel?
No, never did YouTube channels. It was all based on production. So we'd film the videos, release them DVD, VHS, originally, and then now started releasing them online because that was the thing. But it just became more of a saturated market. So the videos we used to do and the focus and money we used to put into them is not the same anymore, because you can produce things like we're shooting this on an iPhone, you know, that's synced up to a mic, and it's insane looking footage. And so, you know, times have changed and evolved. Everyone has that access. So a lot of people can make really quality edits, you know, even when when the tricks aren't that good. I could still watch a beginner skater, if the edit and the music and the footage is good. I'll watch a beginner skater just because of the edit, you know? It's not always about the trick, it's just about the vibe now, and so there's just a ton of content. So to produce like a real 30-minute snowboard-focused video or skate video, they're just more marketing pieces, not as many as there used to be, so just different landscape.
Wow, that is incredible. So how did you really do your research back then on snowboarding or skateboarding? Did you kind of just test out with it, or no?
No, you just did it. You just skated, and then if you went to a different town, you would meet the skater or the skaters, and there was very few, and then they were just instant friends. And so that was the community. You just kind of travel, try to get out and visit different places and see if skaters existed there, and snowboard is the same. Just go to Boise and let's ride their mountain, see what kind of snowboarders are there, and see if we can meet some people, because Brighton, we have, you know, 20 people and we've already met them all. We want some more snowboarders. How can we find them? And so it was that. Yeah, we didn't have, you know, Google and internet really, you know, until the earlier years of being professional snowboarding. But yeah, it's just I don't know, different.
Yeah, it seems like a whole nother world. It must be insane.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for talking with us today.
Absolutely. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hi guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more content like this, it'd be greatly appreciated if you could subscribe or follow me on Instagram. Thank you so much guys. See you in the next one.